finally here. I'm so glad. Today we're going to cook hot cheeseburger bites, which is a real teenage boy crowd pleaser in my house, featuring, of course, it's upside down, Philadelphia cream cheese. And we're going to use two fun little kitchen gadgets that everybody has in their house, but may not have thought to use it in the kitchen. And one of them is an empty pill bottle. I'm in healthcare for a living, so of course I can think of all these cool little ways you can use these little nifty things. But we're going to use this empty pill bottle. I've washed it and it's clean. And we're also going to use a quarter. So let's go. Okay, the first thing we're going to start with is a pound of ground beef. This is ground chuck. I've washed my hands so I'm ready to get all messy. And I'm going to put this out on my board and I'm going to spread it pretty thin. Okay. Now I'm going to cut 40 little circles. And you'd think, oh my gosh, 40 circles, that's just going to take too long. But no, here's where our nifty little pill bottle comes into. This is about the size of a quarter, and this is a medium pill bottle, and I'm sure you've got one of these around the house. So we're just going to do that. Press down, and just make little circles. It's so easy. Come out so easily. Just little bitty circles. See, our little circles of beef, buttons of beef, if you will, are starting to cook. I've just put them in an electric skillet beside me, and it doesn't take long at all to cook them because they're so small. Okay, I've got my board clean, and I've put down a piece of parchment paper. Our little cheeseburgers are cooking. So we're going to slightly spray the parchment paper, and we're going to roll out a sheet of crescent dough. And this is the seamless crescent dough. Now we're not going to shape it or anything like that. We're just going to simply roll it out. Just however it is perfect. Now we're going to use the quarter. Now what we're going to do is we're going to cut a grid, basically, that we're going to work with, and we're going to use our quarter as a guide. Going to put a quarter, one up, do it again, just slightly. You're not really cutting through it, you're just giving yourself a guide. Now we're going to do it the other way. You're just thinking about that quarter being your little piece of meat. You got a little space around it. And that is all you do. There you go. 8 times 5 is 40. Trim off that edge so we're perfect. There we go. Okay, now we're going to use some Philadelphia chive and onion cream cheese. I have 2 tablespoons, and this is kind of like our glue. And this adds some onion flavor to our burgers. So we're just quickly going to spread a little. If you don't have enough to spread around, borrow some from another square. Improvise. Okay. Now I've got some Kraft sharp cheddar cheese in the cracker cuts, and I'm going to put a little piece of cheese on each square, and I just take the cracker cut with my pizza roller and cut it into fourths, and it's the perfect size. Okay, my little burgers are done, and I have cheese on every little square, so I'm just going to quickly put a little burger on top of each square. And you know, this grid that I have made that I'm working on, you know, you might be able to eyeball it, but I'm not good at that. And this is just a really quick way that I have found to be able to do all of this stuff evenly. Because I cannot cut straight with scissors even. So this helps me immensely. Here we've got one more little sauce to mix up. I have 4 ounces of cream cheese softened, and I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of salsa or picante sauce, and then 2 tablespoons of my favorite hot sauce, which is sriracha sauce. It's hard for a girl from Arkansas to say this word, but they also call it rooster sauce. And it can be found in your market on the ethnic aisle. I believe it's a Thai sauce, but look for the rooster. It's really good. So we're going to mix that together with the cream cheese. We've got our sauce made up, and what we're doing now is we're just going to spoon a little bit on each one evenly. Doesn't take very much. This is where the heat comes from for the hot cheeseburgers, and the rest we're going to leave in a dish, and we're going to use that to serve with our final appetizer. Okay, this is my very favorite part. I have another sheet of seamless crescent dough, and I'm going to unroll it gently and place it right on top. Alright, kind of stretch it so it covers up all the little burgers, but you can still see your end guide, those lines that we cut in the beginning. So we have the sheet of crescent dough on top, and we're just going to feel those little burgers. See, kind of give us a little indentation right there. But basically what we're really paying attention to are these guides that we first made. And we just take our pizza roller and roll through it just like that, following where we had done before. See there? Just like that. Now, we'll do the other side, still following the guides. Just like that. To take them apart and put them on a cookie sheet, all we do is that, and they come right apart, and then you put, just like this, you don't have to seal it. This is what you're putting on the cookie sheet. Okay, I've got them on the cookie sheet. It filled up 2 cookie sheets because you're going to have a total of 40 appetizers. Now we're going to put them in the oven, and I've preheated the oven to 350, and we're going to bake them for 15 to 20 minutes until they're good and golden brown. There you go. Now, we'll serve them with the dip, which is the leftover sauce that we topped them with. And usually I just sprinkle some fresh parsley on that. Just kind of wake it up a little, make it look fresh. And there you go. Hot cheeseburger bites. Let's try one. Really good. Enjoy.